Hello and welcome to another episode of Road to Rank 1. We are currently Silver Rank 2, and we're about to head into another MKMDraft here. Still getting kind of my bearings here with the set and trying to figure out what the proper strategy is for the draft. I know I've heard lots of different things about what to do in this format, one of which is aggressive decks are really, really great. However, I've also seen some pretty nice green-based control decks with that just kind of looks to go late, and those also look really interesting to me. So let's take a look at this pack. Assemble the players. Look at the top card. Once each turn, you may cast a creature spell, power 2 or less from the top of your library. I don't think I'm too interested in that. Runebrand Juggler is a nice beatdown card. Crime Stopper Sprite is also a nice, it's a 3-mana 2/2 flyer that taps a creature. Oh, you need to evidence 6 to stun. Never mind. I think I'm just going to take Galvanize here out of this pack. I think it's just the best card. It's single colored. I like a lot of these gold cards as well. The Flourishing Bloomkin's okay, but it requires a pretty heavy green commitment. And I do think I like Galvanize over the Crime Stopper Sprite. So I'm going to take that here and see what there is to draft moving forward. Moving into this pack, we have this Burden of Proof, which is just a decent combat trick, I guess, especially if you're detectives. Otherwise, you can use it as a poor removal spell. There's Hustle and Bustle, which is good in an aggressively slanted deck. And the commons here don't look that exciting. Museum Night Watch is not that bad. When it dies, you make a detective. And then there's also Crime Stopper Sprite, which is something that we just saw. But I kind of want to mess around with this. Ill-Timed Explosion. Draw 2 cards, then you may discard 2 cards. When you do, this deals X damage to each creature, where X is the greatest mana value among cards discarded this way. So you're drawing 2 and you're discarding 2. However, if you discard a spell, you get to wrath the board. So I'm kind of interested in that. I want to try it. I think it's a cool rare to draft around. And when you do draft a card like this, you want to kind of be more on the controlling end of the spectrum. I don't know how possible that is in this format, but I'm going to try. Crowbot Hunch. What do you do? You can make dog tokens, and it's a food equipment. Okay. Presume Dead. What do you do? Return it to the battlefield under its owner's control and suspect it. Okay. This pack looks pretty bad. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Look. Here. I took Ill-Timed Explosion. I'm here to try to draft some control, and I actually think Reasonable Doubt could be good in this format. Everybody just plays Morphs, and I think so oftentimes you're trading up on mana for a card like Reasonable Doubt. So I want to try this. I think typically these kinds of effects are not that strong, but I think in this format, there could be a home for this type of card. Moving on, we have Curious Cadaver, which is nice. I don't know how easy it is to go 3 colors here. When you sack a clue, you can return Curious Cadaver from your graveyard to your hand. It's an excellent card to pitch with Ill-Timed Explosion, and if you have a lot of ways to make clues, it can be cool. The other card I'm looking at here is Cornered Crook, and I think if I'm going to be blue-red, I'm going to be making a decent number of clues and artifacts, so I think this is just a good card to play in my deck, and I don't necessarily want to just go into a third color, pick 4 of the draft when there's a perfectly good card for my deck. There is another Reasonable Doubt here, but I want to take the Cornered Crook here. This is basically like an FTK. All right, I really hope this uncommon is good. When it ETBs, you may search your library, graveyard, hand, and or library for a card named Magnifying Glass and or Thinking Cap. So it's a detective card. It's a 6-mana 4/3 and put them on the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle. So it's really, really expensive. It's a 6-mana 4/3 that puts a Thinking Cap into play. I don't think that's a card I want. I think I'd rather just shock, to be honest. Yeah. I wanted it to be good, but I think I'm just going to shock instead. All right. So still well on our way. I wonder if there are good card advantage engines in this format. Hustle and Bustle, definitely not the type of card for this deck. The Undercover Crocodile is pretty cool. It's just a nice big creature. Dramatic Accusation is just a removal spell. So is Suspicious Detonation. But this is a 3-mana removal spell, so I'll just make sure I have enough removal. I think these type of morph effects are pretty replaceable. This is a decent one, but I think you're just going to get them naturally late in every pack. And because of the hybrid nature of them, you're just going to get whatever you need. Putrid Warrior. Nice. I'm going to take another reasonable doubt here. There's a murder in this pack. It's a pretty late murder, but I'm pretty solidly in blue-red, so no real interest in taking the murder here. And I want to just draft blue-red control and see how that goes. I am seeing a lot of black removal, though. Jaded Analyst doesn't look especially good here. I guess it's just a 2-mana card I can play. Or do I just take this and... No. There's also the Orangutan, but I guess I'll just take the Jaded Analyst because it's a 2-drop. It can block. Ooh, I do like Fairy Snoop. Fairy Snoop. It does look... It's possible, like... I don't know, Demir maybe where we want to be, but Fairy Snoop is just nice. Even in the blue-red deck, you just morph this, and then you turn it face up, and it's a way to get some cards. So I'll take that. And if we're getting to the point where just like all the black cards get shipped over to us, then I guess we'll take it. I'll still take the uncolored card here. There's a Thinking Cap here. Do I have a bunch of detectives? I feel like if I want a Thinking Cap, I can get one. So I'll just take a morph instead. Also, the nice thing about the morphs, the big morph creatures, is that you can. It's good with the ill-timed explosion, right? This is a Braggart. It's a 5-mana 5/5, which I'm generally not going to be too interested in playing. And I'll put this Jaded Analyst off to the side here because we already have 9 cards here, and I'm pretty reasonably happy with these cards here. All right, moving on to this pack. Lost in the Maze. Please be good. Please be good. When it enters a battlefield, tap X target creatures. Put a stun counter on each of those creatures. On each of those creatures you don't control. Ugh. I don't think this is good. But there's nothing for us here, right? There is a red-white Surveil land, which is just... I think Surveil lands are just good to play in your deck. The thing is, I'm a control deck. I'm not a tempo deck, right? This is a card that's great in a tempo deck. Tap creatures you control are hexproof. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and take this red-white land just as a Surveil land. Okay. What do we have here? Oh, all right. This is a card that's going to make me want to splash black. This is exactly the type of card I want in my control decks. And I have a Fairy Snoop here. Coerce to Kill is incredible. Fugitive Codebreaker is also really nice. I have a bunch of spells, but I feel like I'm going to have a bunch of cards in my hand a lot of the time. What does Elite Specialist do? Oh, it's a morph that bounces something. This is better as a tempo card. It's still fine. There's also Gadget Technician, which is fine, but I want to try this Coerce to Kill and splash it because it's just so good. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to take the code. If there wasn't a rare that works so well with all the removal spells that we have, I would have taken the Coerce to Kill. But I don't have any mana fixing. I'm showing a little bit of restraint here. All right, what do you do? ETB, collect evidence 4. When you collect evidence, create a 1/1 Thopter with flying. The blue-red decks don't do a great job of collecting evidence, I will say. So that's not that exciting. It's between Shock and Reckless Detective, and I think I'm just going to take Shock. I just want to have all the cheap instant speed removal. Reckless Detective is decent, but I'm not a deck that's really looking to attack that much. So I'm going to take this. Take all the cheap efficient removal, and now we have an interesting one. There's Detective Satchel versus Galvanize. And I think I'm going to take the Satchel here. I have a Cornered Crook. And blue-red is the deck that's looking to do this. I think the Galvanize is good, but we have a Galvanize and 2 Shock, a couple of cheap counters. We have a bunch of removal already, and I'm really interested in a way to get card advantage. And this is a card that gives me card advantage, right? Over the long haul, it gets me 2 1/1s and draws me 2 cards. So I'm going to take the Satchel over the Galvanize. Could be wrong, but I want to try it out here. Also, I haven't really drafted blue-red control that often. Oh, there's another Cornered Crook. I mean, we just took the Satchel, so happy with that. So now we have our top end covered. This is a morph, so it's not that big of a deal. And let's see what we have here. Sir Conrad making a comeback here. I'm going to take the... What does this do? Return up to one target creature you control to its owner's hand. If you control it, it's a 6 mana 4/4. It's an Ether Snipe. But I don't think Modern Magic... I don't think this card is as good anymore with Modern Magic. So I'm gonna take the Curious Cadaver here because we're going to have a lot of clues in this blue-red deck. Ooh, I'm going to take another Satchel here. So if I can find a way to cast this, I would like to play it. So, all right. This is coming together nicely. A nice little blue-red control deck here. What do we have here? Crime Stopper Sprite. Not that interesting. Not really interested in a 5 mana 4/5 either. Draw a card, investigate. I mean, that's... Isn't this just Think Twice? Oh, give me that Think Twice. Yes. It's better than Think Twice. Oh, man. The old man gamer in me is coming out here. I'm just like getting excited at Think Twice. Oh my gosh. This tabled? All right. Well, let's... Okay. Now I'm going to be... maybe I'll take this. Yeah. I don't need to be splashing all the black cards. All right. We'll take the Surveillance Monitor. This is infinite cards now. So now I'm looking for some mana fixing. Now. Oh, that's mana fixing. I sure hope there's nothing else here. World Soul's Rage. Deals X damage to any target. Put up to X land cards from your hand and or graveyard onto the battlefield tapped. It actually doesn't look that exciting. It's just a nice... it's not even a nice... It's just a removal spell. It's not even that nice. But I think I'm just going to take this blue-black land here. This card seems awesome for us. Right? Blue-black Surveil. We have a couple of black cards we want to play already. So let's go ahead and take that. But I'm really liking where this deck is headed. Okay. Oh, please be good. Kylox. Okay. Please be good. When it attacks, sacrifice any number of other creatures. Oh, I don't like that already. Then exile the top X cards of your library, where X is their total power. You may cast any number of instants and or sorceries from a... Ugh. I feel like this is not... I don't even have that many creatures. Yeah, I don't... Nope. That's not for us. We're shocking. We're just shocking. It's okay. We have 3 shocks. Why am I sad? I shouldn't be I shouldn't be sad about 3 shocks. All right. There's a Living Conundrum. I do not get this card, but it's a 5 mana 2/5 hexproof. Don't really care about it. Don't really care about Demand Answers either. Do I take Blood Spatter Analysis and splash it? It does seem like a nice card. I really want that Evolving Wilds card, though, if I'm going to be splashing all these black cards. Hopefully we can find one. Not here. I'm going to just take a Deduce over another. I don't want to take all the black cards, and I like the card advantage that I get from the Deduce. Okay, we're drafting some old school blue base control. I sure hope we can actually win games. I'm gonna take a Magnifying Glass. Oh man, this is a brew here, folks. I am not gonna lie. This is quite the brew. Oh, Sudden Setback's probably good here. The owner of target spell or non-land permanent puts it on top or bottom of their library. Okay, take that. Wait, let's make sure we have enough ways to win. We have the 2 Satchels, the Cadaver, this thing, a Fairy Snoop, a couple of cornered crooks. Yeah, we're good. We're good. All right, so this is blue-green, so we can't really play it, right? Okay. Well, there's this. Man, black was really open. This card is just an awesome removal spell. So another good... Person of Interest, by the way, is incredible, but in like a red-white aggressive deck. Not in the deck that we're trying to be. But I just... For me, I just don't think our mana works very well. RY. I mean, how many of these is too many? We'll find out. Because I think I'm going to try playing all of them. You know, it's possible that I just don't need to play the black. I mean, I already have an Undercity Sewers, though. And I have a good amount of card draw, so I think I'll eventually get to my black cards. I don't know that I need to splash for an effect like this. This is just the removal spell. But Coerce to Kill is just a good card. So, We'll see. Even blood spatter analysis doesn't seem good enough to splash, maybe. We'll see. I wouldn't mind just being straight. Honestly, I wouldn't mind just being straight 2 colors. I have one of these already, right? Okay. I'll take Living Conundrum. Does it have flying at least? I mean, I do draw a lot of cards. What if I kill people with Living Conundrum? Ooh. I don't mind having a Crocodelph. It's going to take me some time to get used to saying Crocodelph. All right. This deck, I will say, looks super fun. Is it good? TBD. TBD. But is it going to be awesome? Heck yes. All right, so let's just cut all the black cards for now. Don't want to play those if I don't have to. Cut that. Magnifying Glass, I'm going to put off to the side. And we have 3 shocks, 2 deduces, 3 reasonable... 3 reasonable doubt, 3 shocks, a fugitive codebreaker, which I'm almost never going to play turn 2, right? I'm gonna unmorph this and use it to draw 3 cards at some point in the game. Dramatic Accusation. Okay, these are my morphs. Okay. And this card, I mean, it's a 4-mana 3/3. I'm not collecting evidence that often. Do I have enough expensive things? I probably will cast enough things where eventually I'm going to just be able to play this as a 4-mana 3/3, make a 1/1. So it's probably good enough. Okay, so upon further reflection, I don't think I care about the Cadaver and Blood Spatter analysis. I already have 3 shocks, a Galvanize, and 3 reasonable doubts, along with the Dramatic Accusation. 3, 6, 7, 8. So that's... And then I have a bounce spell here. I have a sweeper. I have triple Cornered Crook. I think I want to play the Magnifying Glass because of the Cornered Crook, because this can generate me clues so that I can use this to kill things. And I'm going to try to play all 3. Yeah, honestly, I think I have enough removal where I don't want to play the black for the Soul Innervation and the Coerce to kill. And so then, because I feel like I have enough removal, I just want to play something expensive for the Ill-Timed Explosion. So I think it's just Offender at Large or a Suspicious Detonation. I think, like I said, I have enough removal. I'll just play 1 extra body here, and we'll try this. I'm really excited to see if this deck actually ends up playing out okay. But we'll see how it goes. Okay. Reasonable Doubt in hand. And is this gonna be good? Yeah, I think so. So the way I look at it is I'm gonna counter something, and then I'm gonna probably try to trade morphs. And then after I trade, then I can play the Monitor, and then I can play the Crook to sack the Thopter even. We'll let that resolve. Yeah. And I'm going to play this and I'm going to actually just be happy with this trade, like I said before, so that I can play the Surveillance Monitor and make a thing. Okay, so they get to loot. I don't know how good this card is. It looks okay. Projector Inspector. Oh, Deduce, my favorite card. All right. So let's play this, Surveillance Monitor. And yeah, this is the nice thing about playing the big morph creatures. Boom. We get a 1/1. Whenever you collect... So I'm just looking at this as a 4-mana 3/3 that makes a 1/1 flyer sometimes. Wow, they're trying to get aggro here. So I'll just block here. I'll block the Projector Inspector, take the 1. This Thopter dies at end of turn, right? And then they played a Harry Dronesmith, but I'm going to use a Cornered Crook to kill the Dronesmith. Okay. Let's attack with the Thopter first. And then we'll play the Cornered Crook. Sack an artifact and kill the Dronesmith. And now we have a 5/4 body. We get to untap. We have Deduce and Reasonable Doubt. It's looking okay. Everything's been sequenced very nicely for us. If they kill this, it's fine. We have Deduce. It's okay. We have Deduce. All right. Face down card. We're going to jam with our 5/4. And then we're going to play everybody's favorite card. Okay, maybe not everybody's favorite card. But we're going to play Magnifying Glass. Okay. They're going to hit us with a morph. We'll let that happen. Is that another morph? Okay. Let's cast Deduce in response. Okay. Morph resolves. All right. I'm going to crack a clue. Okay. Let's go ahead and shock this morph. Pay 2. Could use the dramatic accusation on this morph as well. What is this? Oh. Nice. I guess I should have attacked. Well, they were going to bounce it anyways, I guess. Yeah, that was pretty good, though. Let me think. Do I just want to use dramatic accusation on this morph? I think I do. I want to get value off the cornered crook if I can. So, you stay tapped. And then we can corner crook some other large monster they play. Wow, so they're all still drafting a blue-red control deck. That's not fair. You can't do that. I guess I'm just playing the 5/4 here. I feel like I need to put some pressure on the board. We're countering. I mean, we're countering this. They get a 1/1. They really like the card in their hand, though. All right, Magnifying Glass, time to go to work. Slow and steady card advantage. All right, how many spells do we have in our yard? We have 3. Okay, I'm just thinking about our goblin creature that lets us draw a bunch of cards. What is this? When it's turned face up, target opponent gains control of any number of permanents you control. Any number of target. Draw a card for each one. What the heck? So they get to draw 3 cards for this? I mean, the satchel is good for us. What else does it do? Okay. I mean, giving us a bunch of lands with Magnifying Glass in play is a little sketch. Like I love my position here. It's a Galvanize, okay. All right. Let's activate this ability. Let's play our land. Let's attack. Sure. Let's kill this. All right. I mean, we have a better board. They are down to 4 mana. And we have Magnifying Glass plus Satchel going. So I think this is going to be pretty tough for them to come back from, just because we have such a huge mana edge at this point. Okay. The thing is, we're also a control deck. Yep, investigate. Draw a card. 6 mana, make a 1/1, draw a card. That's where we're at right now. I'll take it. It's like Whispers of the Muse with buyback plus a 1/1. Red Herring. That is not the card I would have expected in your blue-red deck. Has +1/+1 whenever this deals combat damage to player. Investigate. Interesting. Okay. I guess we block. Or do we? No, you can investigate, sure. You already have this clue here anyways. Can we draw something nice though? Okay. Shock is nice. I accept shock. Let's draw a card. It's not legendary, right? Okay. Does this one trigger too? Oh my gosh. It sure does. This is awesome. What's better than 1 satchel? 2 satchels. We have 2 in our deck, right? So we can draw the 3rd one, and we can just go nuts. All right. We'll block. We'll block this time. Now that we have the 2nd satchel online. Can finish it off with shock too if we want. Okay. They're drawing a card off their clue. We got 3 Thopters in play. They've got a red herring and now an innocent bystander. Okay. I'm going to play the shock here first to play around the 2 mana counter spell that we have 3 copies of in our deck. Okay. They can sack it to draw a card, sure. We'll also since we have the magnifying glass, we can just sack these treasures whenever. Not treasures, clues rather. Okay, reasonable doubt, not ideal. Actually, we should probably investigate here. See what we draw. Okay, that's great. Let's make a Thopter and attack. Oh, this is just a control player's dream, right? Isn't this just incredible? Come on, control players. All right, Krenko, Baron of Tin Street. Haste, sack an artifact, put a +1/+1 counter. Whenever an artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield. Okay, so it's a 3/3 haste. Do we care about this? I mean, they don't have any artifacts in play. All right, you can resolve this. I can always bounce it if they go kind of, if they try to do something weird here. I probably do want to use my mana. And this reasonable doubt's still probably going to get something. All right, so let's... They get a 1/1 Thopter with flying. Okay, yeah, let's counter that. And I don't know. I don't care about any of those creatures being menace creatures. Okay. All right, you can put this back on top, I guess. I kind of just want to use my mana because I have this magnifying glass. All right, let's investigate. Oh man, this is so good. Oh, this is everything I want to do in Magic. Yes. Yes. Oh man. I'm glad that I can actually get away with this in modern limited Magic, right? Where it's all about just beating people down. But I think we have enough cheap interaction to be able to pull it off. Triple Shock is really important for this deck, along with all the cheap counter spells. So, and then the Sweeper, of course. Kind of built this deck around the Sweeper. All right, this one might be a little rough. We're on the draw. We don't have the Shock. We have the Shock. We have the Shock. We're good. So now we have Shock, Island, Reasonable Doubt, Deduce. Oh, this is great. Oh yeah, I am shocking Tunnel Tipster. I love Tunnel Tipster. I love it so much, I'm going to kill it. All right, so now we have up Deduce plus Reasonable Doubt. Oh, the classic. The classic. Okay, Case of the Shattered Pact. I mean, if you end up with 5 colors among permanents, good on you. Good on you. I guess with the hybrid morphs, it's possible. But we're just playing the draw go game here. I'm happy as a peach, clam. I don't know. Ooh, look at this. Blue, red, green, white. People really like playing a lot of colors. I guess if you're green based, it is something you can do. Okay. You get the Tunnel Tipster. All right. We have a lot of cards in hand. I guess we will play this. And do we want the Snoop? Yeah, I want the Snoop. Are they playing around Reasonable Doubt? There's a chance. Yep. Oh, yeah, we're countering that one. All right. Would like to put an artifact into play. Oh, of course. Here we go. That is us putting an artifact into play. We can exile 4. So this and this. And then we get a Thopter. Okay. And the next turn we can go Cornered Crook. Can't kill the Morph. We're just going to have to take the damage from the Morph here. And whatever it is, it is. It could be the Investigate one. But we have a lot of action in our hand. A lot of action in our hand. Crowd Control Warden. Ooh, that thing is ginormous. Okay. Well, I think we still play the Cornered Crook here to kill Tunnel Tipster. I should have attacked. Oops. I missed out on 1 point of damage. All right. Yeah, we missed out on a point of damage, unfortunately. But now if they have a removal spell, we are in trouble. And of course they have the removal spell. So we're going to take 6. Yep. Not much we can do about that. I guess removal for big creatures is something that we're lacking. That's where the Mind Control would have been really good. Maybe I do want to play it? I do have a lot of card draw. Maybe I just play 1 Swamp and the Mind Control card. We have 1 spell in the yard. What are we looking for here? We can play the... We can just play this as a 5/4 and go for the double block. Or we can play a Satchel and make a 1/1 and draw a card. I think I just have to play the 5/4 and go for the double block. What would I cut? Is it Magnifying Glass? Is that heresy? Magnifying glass for the mind control card. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, well. Double Buried in the Garden. Okay, well, I hope you're out of action. I mean, them not attacking with the morph tells me that it's a big creature. Okay. 3, 4. We have 7 mana. Oof. Okay. We can play the Satchel. We can play Fairy Snoop and try to dig. What are we digging for? I think we're digging for the Sweeper, but I don't know if I have too many things to deal 6 damage, though. I guess we'll just play the Satchel. Yeah, the second Buried in the Garden got us really good, unfortunately. I think I might just play out this Codebreaker here, too. Oh, I can't. Never mind. I played my land already. I mean, if you found a third removal spell here, we're probably just dead. Yeah, that is a hole in our deck. So perhaps we should just play the Mind Control. We don't have any Death Touch creatures or anything like that. I can easily just cut either the Magnifying Glass or, I don't know, one of my other morphs. What? I don't really know how this card works. The wording is so confusing. They spent 8 mana. What happens? So they targeted 2 things and they get 2 copies of 2 things? Holy cow. That was awesome. GG. GG. That was awesome. Okay. Yeah, let's get that Mind Control in there. Let's just go. But our mana is not very good. So I think the only way we can do this is just by cutting 1 blue source, adding 1 swamp, and then just playing this one, and then just cutting, I guess, the Offender at Large. Yeah, we'll just cut the Offender at Large. Yep, we'll try this. Can't cut the Magnifying Glass. Not an option. It ramps us to the Mind Control. I mean, come on. If we're going to dirtle, we might as well dirtle really hard. Oh, okay. Okay. Ill-timed explosion. Please be good. We have the Crocodile, right? Oh, they played Plains. That's probably good with ill-timed explosion. So probably going to want to hold off on this shock. Let's just don't play anything with haste and just slowly just keep playing things. Here's a 2/2. Oh no, that's literally the type of card I don't want you to play. Right? That is exactly the type of card I don't want my opponent to play. Perimeter Enforcer, okay. This isn't... Oh, it's a sorcery, okay. Assemble the Players. Yeah, that card is really annoying. But they didn't have a detective. Did they just have nothing? Huh. All right. Maybe I thought they were going to play a creature, but because they didn't, I'm just going to play this morph because unmorphing this and just getting to attack for 5 and investigating seems really good. Okay. I will exile the shock. Our opponent's going to be like, what? Exile shock. Also, having a 5/5 in play, I can use the ill-timed explosion to basically one-sided, like, wrath the board. Right? So. Let's hope they don't have the destroy target attacking creature card. Because I really want to connect with this Crocodile. I mean, I could also just play Cornered Crook. If I wanted to play around that. Because they just played Unscrupulous Agent, and they have 4 cards in hand, right? Like, what could it be? Okay. Okay. I'm okay with that. Nice try. All right. Sure. Removal spell for that. Man, I really wanted that one to connect, though. Oh, well. Did they just have no creatures in their deck? I really wanted this ill-timed explosion to be good. We'll note, though, by the way, the floor on this card is also just 4 mana, draw 2 cards, right? Which, still a thing that I can do. Absolutely a thing that I can do. But I think here, we're just playing a 5 mana 5/4 on this board. Unless we draw the Satchel. The Satchel would be nice. Okay. Reasonable Doubt is interesting. But I'm just interested in playing a 5/4. They're going to sack their clue. How are they at 26 life? Makeshift Binding gains them 2. I guess our deck doesn't really deal any damage. Mentor of the Meek? What? I don't think they're blocking. It'd be funny if they had like some other combat trick here, but we have Reasonable Doubt. Nope. Nope. Not happening on my watch. Probably, I mean, I can also just galvanize this, but probably worth it to just run this out. Kill these 2, and then discard Reasonable Doubt and Island. All right, boom. Let's play this. Oh, yeah. Magnifying glass? Yes, please. Yes, please. All right, we got 3 spells in the graveyard. So this costs 3 to unmorph, and it lets me draw a bunch of cards. Okay, I'm in for that. What does this do? It's a 4 mana 3/2. When it dies, you make a detective. Okay. That's fine. We have a 5/4. Okay. Let's attack. If our opponent will let us attack. Okay, they're blocking. Interesting. Toxic Analysis. No. All right, got them again. We'll play the magnifying glass, and cast this with Disguise. Okay, so now we have 4 spells in our graveyard. So, oh, I can upkeep stop this. What does this do? Create a 2/1 black skeleton creature token and suspect it. Okay. I am going to flip this up. All right. Upkeep, draw 3 cards. Not bad, I'm just going to say. All right, draw for our turn. Ooh, a little Fairy Snoop action? Okay. All right, what's going on here? I don't really want to shock this right now. So I'm going to just attack with the 5/4 because I really want to morph the Fairy Snoop and then unmorph it. What is this? On the job, invest. Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess we'll kill this. I guess I should have attacked with the Codebreaker. All right. Oh no, I could have still morphed and unmorphed. I miscounted my mana. The magnifying glass also makes mana. I was just using it as a really slow way to draw cards, but it also makes mana, so I could have attacked there. All right. That was fun though. Grixis control. It is possible, folks. It is possible. Okay, so even for me, I mean, our hand doesn't do anything. Look, turn 3 magnifying. Hear me out, okay? Turn 3 magnifying glass. Turn 4 cornered crook. Will get us back into this game. Easy. We have 3 shocks. You just got to believe in the power of 3 shocks. Okay. Okay, so the 3 shock plan is not going according to plan right now. All right, you got to play around my counterspell, right? So you just pass. Oh, okay. We deducing. Okay. All right, everything is going according to plan here. This is all part of the plan. We got the magnifying glass going. Cornered crook. Crack this clue. Boom. Tempo restored. Oh, wow. This is a lot of action, though. Okay. Which one do I want to kill? Sack this. Do I want to kill the menace creature or the thing that can get flying? I mean, this is conditional. So I'll kill the... what? But the thing is, if I play... Yeah. All right, let's kill the menace creature. Okay, so that gets flying. I mean, I would have taken 2 regardless. Okay. Wait, what do you do? What are you doing here? Death Touch, Lifelink, Investigate, or whatever? Is there any way I can play around that in future turns? I mean, I think I just kind of have to run into it. There's no way for me to fight it in future turns, so... Like, clearly they have something, but... Oh. That's... Okay. That is the best possible thing that could have happened, I will say. Okay. So let's play Surveillance Monitor. Exile the Cornered Crook. Make a Thopter. And keep up Reasonable Doubt. Am I double blocking this? Like, I just have no idea what this can be. It can be the 6/7 for all we know. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I think given that they have this mana up, I kind of want to chill. Corner Crook is pretty nice. I mean, I can play my own morph. We'll play our own morph and keep a reasonable doubt. We'll let them unmorph this. And then we will use Dramatic Accusation. Wow, they didn't unmorph it. So what is this card? Right? Is it just some ginormous creature? Okay. Huh. Do I just pass here? And then flip this up? Actually, no. I'm just gonna keep playing more things as well. So I'm gonna do this, and the next turn I can flip this up. I can attack with this 1/1. I feel like we have the late game locked up, so let's just not give away any little edge. But I mean, if they didn't flip this up in 2 turns, I have no idea what it can be. Are there 7 mana unmorphs? There could be. Oh, Pyrotechnic Performer. I see, that's what it was. Ouch. That is very painful. Okay, so we will flip this up. Put a card into my hand. I mean, I'm a sucker for value. I gotta take the satchel. It's just not even an option. We'll take the Galvanize. But what do we do now? I kind of want to kill this. I don't think this counterspell does anything. Yeah, so let's just add to the board. Oh, I did it again. Oops, I did it again. Paul. I keep doing it. What did they do? Oh, it turned it back into a thing? Okay, sure. All right. That was pretty nice. Save their creature. Okay. So now that's going to make something trade. Oh, it's going to give it Death Touch. Oh my. That's interesting. Do I block? Yeah, let's just minimize the damage I take. I have this Galvanize. I think the important thing is getting this Performer off the battlefield, so I'll just do that. And then let's see. They're at 17. Let's attack with the Crook. All right, and then I think I'm actually just going to tap this down. The flyer is kind of annoying. I just want to stay at a pretty healthy life total. We have a pretty good board state otherwise. I guess they can target their dual leech. I'll take the 2 here. The dual leech is also kind of annoying. They have a lot of little annoying things, but I think we can fight our way through most things. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep. Okay, wow, we might actually be in trouble here. But they're at 12. They are at 12. So this is 3 damage guaranteed. Four. Okay. So we can play this. Let's draw a card. Let's make our flyer. Oh, shock is big. Then we can attack with this. Oh, man. Okay. I just don't want to mess this up. All right, let's attack with this. We do have a Thopter to chump with, and we have Reasonable Doubt. Okay. Oh, wow, that makes this play around Reasonable Doubt, too. Really well played from the opponent. But I think they're just dead. So let's go ahead and just make the correct blocks here. Let's go here. You go here. Oh, no, this has Death Touch. You go here. And maybe... Wait, what happened? So I take 2. I go to 4. They get me to 1. I shock this. And then they have a 2/2 to block. They block here, and then they die. Okay. We ran the numbers. We ran the numbers. Yep. And I guess if I counter this... Oh yeah, let's do that. Oh no, that doesn't work. Okay, sure. Resolves. Okay. So many triggers. It's scary. Draw a card off the clue. Oh, that's good too. Yeah, that's great. All right, play the island. Play the fugitive codebreaker. Shock the... Oh, no, 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 no! I targeted the wrong one! All right, that is a function of me still learning all of this. Oh, no. Okay, we're still good. They block these 2 and they still die. Whew. Just making it exciting for you folks. Oh, man. Okay. Whew. They got us down to 1. They got us down to 1. Boom. All right, that was a good game. Good game. I obviously should have just shocked the other creature and we would have been fine. But, all right, we're having some tight ones, but we made it. We are now silver rank 1. Silver rank 1. So gold is just on the horizon. All right, what are we looking at here? Reasonable Doubt, Snap Keep. Magnifying Glass Corner Crook combo, Snap Keep. Oh, Deduce. Okay, do I want both of these? Probably not. I want lands. Oh, that card's really good. Okay. Yep, Case of the Pilfered Proof in blue-white is incredible. Incredible. All right, let's play this out. I guess I could have let them play that. Oh, what the heck is this? What is this card? At the beginning of your upkeep, investigate once for each opponent who has more cards in hand than you. What? These raiders are ridiculous. Okay. Well, I think I'm just going to kill it, I guess. It's this card, Mountain and Cornered Crook, I guess. Okay. Not really what I wanted to do with the ill-timed explosion, but... Okay. That is merely a watchdog. So we are okay. All right, so now we can play Surveillance Monitor, right? And exile the creature because we want to keep spells in the graveyard. So let's do that. And exile the creature. Then end turn. This Fugitive Codebreaker should be good. Mean I block. I'm happy enough with basically any trade with our Magnifying Glass control deck. All right. Well, it's nice that these are not all detectives. Okay. What does this do? When it's face up, return another permanent you control and put a counter. Why don't you want to disguise that one? Okay. All right, so a bunch of lands. I kind of don't want to crack my clues. How many spells do we have in the yard? 4. So this costs 2 mana to unmorph. Ooh, I do want the satchel. What does this do? When it dies, it makes a 2/2. Okay. All right, so I have the Fugitive, but I don't really want to pitch my lands. But I guess it's not the worst. I'll just take 3 here, I guess. Yeah. It's okay. I mean, we don't have to flip this up. We don't have to flip this up. We just need to keep drawing cards and we'll be good. What is this? What do you have? Oh, they could have the mana leak. Yeah. All right, some action? No? All right. Well, desperate times, I might need to go ahead and fire this off. We'll see. I am going to start keeping things back. I don't need all these lands. Wow. Okay. Let's block here. And do I want to give them a detective? No, it makes the creature better even. Let's Let's take 7, I guess. What are they doing? They're bouncing my creature. All right, let's... I think it's time. I need to find some answers here. All right, and now we get to rebuy this too, which is not bad. Okay, so they're out of gas. Ooh, yes. That's a good one. That is most certainly a good one. All right, so let's go ahead and steal this creature. It's now a Death Toucher. Let's tap this one down. And let's attack for 1. 2? Let's attack for 2. I don't want to be trading a Thopter for that. All right. That was a good Fugitive Codebreaker, I'm just going to say. Hotshot and... Oh, are you... Really? And it's a 5/5 too? Oh my goodness. Which one do they want to bounce? Oh, they want to bounce this one. Oh, that's interesting. I kind of want to shock this then. Right? And then I get the 2/2? Yeah, let's do that. Ooh, another shock. Let's just draw a card. Let's make a token. We can kill this now. So let's... I want to keep the magnifying glass around. Actually, I can attack with this too. Yeah, that's good. Okay, they took it. And then now we can use the Crook plus Shock to finish off the Hotshot Investigators. Down. All right. I just feel like every time we win, like, I feel like our opponents are just getting so mad. It's just like, really? You're just beating me with this pile of nonsense? It's like all your just random cheap counters. But hey, gotta do what you gotta do. Reasonable Doubt, Snap Keep. We just need to be on the play every time. So this is just a hard counter. All right. They're mulliganing. Ooh, we even have the Morph Crocodile into the Surveillance Monitor combo again. Yes, I call it a combo. Oh, and look at this. This is definitely a combo. Reasonable Doubt plus the Deuce. Yeah, no. I'm not discarding a card. No way. Reasonable Doubt's one of those cards. You just kind of fire it off when you can. It's not a big deal. Can't be countered. -2/-2. Should probably play out the Swamp Over the Mountain in case they do have a Ravenous Rats effect. I see. Okay, so they played a 3/3 tapped. Do I play my own 3/3 just to keep pace? No, because I can go Deuce and then make a thing next turn. Let's cast it now though, just to get a little more information. And we'll pass. Okay, so now we have access to Shock plus sack a clue. Next turn we can play Surveillance Monitor and get rid of Reasonable Doubt and Deduce, and we'll be okay. And we're probably just cracking this clue here. Okay, Sanitation Automaton. It's not something we're too scared of. Let's draw a card. Oh, I wish I had my clue back. Just drew Cornered Crook. Let's turn this face up. Just kind of forces our opponent to have murder. And even if he does, or the Edict, we can play Cornered Crook to get back into it. All right, they had the Edict. This is okay. Also okay. Oh, wow. What a turn. Oh my goodness. That was awesome. Okay. They went Crawl Whipcracker to kill my clue, so I can't use the Crooked Crook. Okay, well, let's try to get back into this. Surveillance Monitor, exiling a creature, make a 1/1, and we'll just pass. We have Shock and Reasonable Doubt up. The token is nice because it blocks the automaton, and then the Surveillance Monitor can block there. What is this? Okay, I'm just countering it. And I'm just happy to trade off anything, to be honest. Let's just trade off there. We can shock the Crawl Whipcracker. And do I want to trade the Stopter for this automaton? I also have the Satchel. There's a lot of cool plays this turn. They have 2 cards in hand. I mean, trading my Thopter for the Whipcracker is not bad. All right, we'll just do that and keep up Shock too. I just want to have a 5/4 in play. They're at 12, we're at 9. Okay, they had the murder. So let's just go ahead and shock this. I mean, I can't imagine they have a play. Oh, wow, they actually had a play. This gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Interesting. Okay, well, then I guess I'm just going to play the Fairy Snoop morphed. And if they attack, I will force them to pump, and we have a 1/4. So it'll make them use mana, and that's decent for me. So that's a 3/3, and we have this. Put a card into my hand. I will put Galvanize into my hand. This can only get pumped once, which is great. So huge tempo swing for us. And now we can just play the Satchel and just pass. And then we can just keep the Snoop up to block the Fester Leech. And then now we'll have access to Galvanize at instant speed. And also, if they don't do anything, we can crack a clue and then make a 1/1 end of turn. So, liking what's happening here. Got the control game here, getting ahead on cards with the Satchel. And we have 2 removal spells in our hand, so. You gonna attack me again? No. All right, my turn. We'll crack a clue. Slow and steady. Let's go, Satchel. Okay. No need to rush things. We're chill. We're good. Oh, interesting. What if I just put this back on top of their library? Yeah, let's do that. Because what that means is they can kill the Snoop, but they still can't attack with the Fester Leech. And I'm so ahead on mana. This just seems like the correct thing to do. Clandestine Meddler. Whenever one or more suspected creatures you control attack, surveil 1. Okay. So they're going to target the Fester Leech, I guess. Then they're going to surveil. Okay. So now we can make a 1/1, double block, and then when they pump, I can galvanize. So we'll do that. Activate the ability. You die. You've used up all your mana. That I don't need to cast. We will... I want to play this Deduce now, just to see what I find. Okay. And then... I guess I want to just keep this back for the 3/2. I don't think there's a reason to use the Dramatic Accusation just yet. And I'm actually just going to cast this to draw 2 cards. Decline. Play Island. And attack with these 2. And we're good. Yep. 1/4, good against 3/2. Polygraph Orb, okay. They go down to 7? All right. I mean, the cornered crook also can go to the face, by the way. So they're at 7. Yeah. They're at 7. We can attack. Yeah, we just kill them with the crook. Okay. All my creatures fly. And another control victory for us. Let's go. Okay, one more. One more win. Let's not get too excited. It's just getting to gold. But hey, baby steps. One more win, we get to gold. One more win, we get to gold. All right, what are we working with this time? We got Reasonable Doubt. Keeping. We got a 2-drop and a morph. I need to call it Disguise. I'm sorry, folks. Eventually. So we got the set. Okay, we have all the slow stuff. Ooh, I'm glad they played a tunnel, though. I mean, so they're playing black-green. Okay. I think this time I can go toe-to-toe with black-green. We have the mind control. I'm believing in that mind control. Here we go. I literally do not care what this is. All right. Wow, they just hit me with the Yorgo. I literally okay. We're you need to chill out there, friend. I'm gonna play the. I'm just gonna keep up counter. Okay, let's get this done as well. And then let's play the satchel. Ooh, the corner crook too? All right. All right. I can even make a Thopter. It's not when you draw a card, it's when you sack an artifact. Okay. I am liking this setup here. Although I guess I can't kill that. What do I want to do? I can play the Magnifying Glass to develop my mana and then keep up Reasonable Doubt or sack a thing. Or I can play a face down card. I kind of like the idea of continuing to just play out mana sources. So let's do this. And this allows me to draw land number 7 or mana source number 7 and Cornered Crook to kill a face-down creature if they choose to play it. Okay. Topiary Panther. I like this card. It's just so nice to be able to turn on your evidence for free, basically. And in the late game, it's just a big creature. So I'm reasonably high on the Panther. It looks a little bit slow, but I don't think this format is super fast. I guess red-white is okay. Red-white is reasonably fast. Is this our third reasonable doubt? They never see the third one coming. Never will they see the third one coming. It's coming. Okay, we'll let that one resolve. I have my limits, all right? Even if I can counter something, I mean, we're making a Thopter here. It'll trade with the Automaton. I'm good. We're good on that one. Hopefully I can just draw a land here, honestly. So I can go... hopefully I can draw a land so I can just play the Crook and kill the face-down card. Oh, well, Shock also works. Okay. Yeah, maybe Shock's better, actually. Yeah, I like Shock better. Yeah, let's do that. What was it? Ooh, a Fairy Snoop. Okay. And then we have access to 4 mana, so that's Reasonable Doubt plus sack. I like that. Let's attack because we have the option to make another Thopter here anyways. Yeah. But I mean, this is literally kind of how we drew it up, right? When we built this deck, we're like, all right, some counter spells, some shocks, play the satchel, get ahead on some cards, and then inevitability, boom, magnifying glass. Okay, you want to trade. I am happy with that. I guess you could kill the Thopter? Sure. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And the next turn we can morph this and unmorph the Fairy Snoop, so that's great. I'm kind of waiting on a target for the Cornered Crook. They still have 3 cards in hand. I have now access to Reasonable Doubt plus Sudden Setback, which is really nice. So, got basically every angle covered here. But I guess if they attack with the Automaton, it's kind of like, do I really want to tap out all my blue and not leave up Reasonable Doubt and Sudden Setback? I don't know. It might be okay because I can always just untap and cast Sudden Setback. But attacking this is so ambitious. It's so ambitious. All right. I mean, given that they attacked, I'm just going to take it. This is just... Something smells bad. All right. Well, since they passed, we can just go ahead and... Well, actually, we could just make a clue. Just start making 1/1s. Maybe they have a way to kill this, but that's okay. We'll keep that one. You know, I'm going to attack with this one. We'll switch it up. The way they're playing, it's... Mill 3 cards, investigate. Okay. What do you have? Teysa, Undercover Crocodile. Okay. So I have access to 7 mana. I can make a Thopter and flip over my creature, or I can investigate again. They have so many cards in hand. I should probably start running out this Cornered Crooks. I guess because I know I'm are they going to kill my Thopter? Okay. It's a Gravestone Strider. That doesn't do much on this board. Come on, let me get you with the third reasonable doubt. Please. Please. I have to be able to get them here, right? The real question is just whether or not we actually use it. All right. Let's go ahead and draw first. Okay. Let's make a token. And I mean, I'm happy just investigating. It's just a steady source of 1/1s, right? It's kind of on them. Okay, blue. Okay. Yeah, let's play the Crook. I just want to start putting some pressure on now. Let's sack a clue. And let's kill the 1/3, I guess. Oh, is it a combat trick? Okay. All right. And then we can make a 1/1 here. And then we'll just attack with the flyers for now. I'm still keeping this Corner Crook back. There's a lot of ridiculously powerful rares in this set. So because we have the inevitability, I'm just content just making a clue, making a 1/1, and keeping up sudden setback and reasonable doubt here. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments. So I'm definitely countering this. It's just how am I countering this? Right? Because I can sudden setback, and they're probably going to want to cast it again next turn, right? Yeah. All right, so this is a suspect now. Okay. I mean, we're very close to killing them now. And we'll play Island. And we're going to just pass. We're going to just pass. We have sudden setback up. They're at 4 life. We have the Cornered Crook to do 3 more points of damage on top of that. We have all the Thopters. Yeah, I don't see how our opponent, unless there's a uncounterable kill everything type effect. But actually, this goes around uncounterable spells too. Because it puts things in directions instead of actually saying counter target spell. Good effort, opponent. I bet for a second they thought they got us. Okay. I'm having a lot of fun with this deck. I didn't think you could draft a deck like this. And gold. We have hit gold. New landmark. Super happy about that. 6-1. Let's go for the clean 7. Let's go for the clean 7 here. And call it a draft. Hit gold, so that's awesome. Obviously, the main goal of these drafts is to get to Mythic and then see how high we can climb in Mythic. So, but we're taking it one rung at a time. All right, on the draw might be problematic because they went turn 1 planes. Oh yeah, okay. We might be in some trouble here, folks. Trouble might be a brewing. Here we go. Nope. All right, we are playing. Just going to play something here, just a creature. I'll trade. And then I can make sure, that's fine. They spent their whole turn to do that. It's completely fine. Now we can play the Surveillance Monitor and then exile these two. Get a Thopter. And then we can corner Crook or Shock. Ooh, they're drawing a card immediately. I guess they want to find a cheap creature to play, or they already have one. Oh, nothing. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to try to see if I can find a counterspell here. Okay. You got me. Do I want to draw a card off this clue? I think so. 4/4. Okay. Let's see. I'm just wondering if I play this to trade here. They have 2 more cards in hand. I guess we do. Not the best cornered Crook. I need to find some ways to get ahead on cards. Looks like they have a pretty decent blue-white detective deck. They're going to pump this too. Do they have an O-ring here as well? No. Okay. Yeah, so they've seen a lot more cards here. But, I mean, I kind of have to block this, I think. And now I have to deal with these 2 cards as well. Okay, so we need to find some action. I mean, this Thopter is certainly not blocking. Yep. Double loot? That is awesome. For them. Not awesome for us. They're looting through everything. Okay, well, we're counting that at least. But we're taking 5. We need to find something big here. That is a card. We can put that Dramatic Accusation on a Projector Inspector. And then I can shuffle it back in. I assume I just shuffle it back in. I don't want it in play. What is this? I hope there's not like, as an additional cost, bounce a thing. Burden of proof. Okay. Well, I'm going to just shuffle this back in. All right. So that's a 4/5. All right. So we're taking lots of damage. Okay. We need to find something. That is not it. Okay. At least we hit gold. Yeah. Blue-white seems pretty sweet. I'd like to try out blue-white. Hey, but I've been enjoying blue-red too, to be honest. Oh, wow. Create. What is this? What does the other half of this card do? Put a +1/+1 counter target attacking creature on each attacking creature. Oh, interesting. All right, well, super dead here. 6-2. Going for the 7th win. Hopefully we can get it here. Oh, we had one pip too. What do you call that? A bar? Pip? Bar? What's the right word? We are definitely keeping this hand. We even have the coerce to kill. Okay. I'm not sure if I want to keep this. I think I'm going to bin it. I'd rather just be able to draw an island to play the coerce to kill turn 4. Shock is good. All right, time to counter this, whatever this is. And we'll take the 2 damage so that we can play the magnifying glass. Next turn we can go satchel plus shock. If they play a morph, then maybe we just play shock. I'd like to just draw an island here. What the heck is this card? Oh my. That's a good one. That's a good one, folks. All right, well, I'd like to steal that one. I'm just going to shock this now. I don't want to get combat tricked or whatever, and I want to minimize the damage I take here. The Phoenix, Cacaw. Oh, geez. Oh no. Okay, so we need deal 5 damage or island. Island! Yes! Yes! All right. All right. Things are looking a lot better here for us, folks. Let's crack this. Okay. I'm going to play this one. We get 2 Thopters. Oof. Oh, what a great idea it was to splash for this card. Oh, this is awesome. Look at our board. We make 2 Thopters every turn. Okay. Well, look. We still got to be careful here, right? If you do return, okay. You may exile it and collect evidence for. If you do return, I have a question. Does this come into play on my side or their side? That's really big. When it dies, you may exile it. If you do, return. I don't know where. Do they get it? This is so big. It doesn't say under your control. That's the problem. Oh my gosh. I'm going to... I don't actually know what happens. I'm going to have to ask. Oh. I hope I didn't throw that away. I hope I didn't throw that away. I really hope I didn't throw that away. Okay. Well, anyways. collect evidence for here. We'll collect this. Make a Thopter. And attack, I guess. Yeah, what happens? I don't even know. All right, we got it. All right. I need to ask a judge what happens if you steal the Phoenix and then you collect evidence. Do you get it or does it go back on your opponent's side? I'm not sure. But anyways, I don't know. I want to draft this type of deck more often. I don't know how viable it actually is, but we got 7 wins with it. And to be able to just draft a straight up blue-red control deck, I mean, this was super fun. We had, I think the really important thing about this, because all these cards are super slow, right? The Satchel, the Deuce. So it's really, really important to have all the cheap interaction. The thing is, this format has so many clunky morphs that cards like Shock, Reasonable Doubt, this card just gets better. Everybody just has to play a morph on turn 3. That's what they do, right? So you're often trading up on mana here, which is really nice. Obviously, Galvanize is also great. So this was just kind of a blue-red spells-ish deck that just had, a lot of good interaction. We even had a sweeper here, a great mind control effect. And then we had lots of ways to get card advantage. Deduce is a 2-for-1. Satchel is a 2-for-1 that makes bodies. Fairy Snoop it gives you a body that lets you draw a card. So we just had so many ways to get ahead on cards. And then we had kind of the tools to kind of slow down what the opponents were trying to do if they were trying to get aggressive. So really, really happy with this deck. I'm going to definitely try to draft these decks more often. I don't recommend playing Magnifying Glass in your draft decks in general. I just felt like we kind of had the right setup for it. And even then, I'm not entirely sure if it will still correct to play. But it's okay. We hit gold. We got 7 wins. That was phenomenal. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Feel free to hit the like or subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. I'll catch you next time.